Howdy, y'all. I'm the Cube Tuber. Alright, and this is going to be my first video where I'm going to try to highlight cubes that I find on Cube Tutor and Cube Cobra. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully I can do these once a week. We'll see how it goes. I'm working, a parent, and all those things, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, the first cube that I want to highlight first is a Innistrad cube. Haha. So I don't know how many of y'all were around playing Magic in 2011, but that's when the first Innistrad set came out. I think that was 2011, maybe 2012. Anyway, a lot of people really highly regard that that draft set. That set was an awesome. Like a draft environment. It was a lot of fun. I would say people probably put that in the top 3. I drafted and played a lot of Magic at that time, so I had packs and packs of it. So I was kind of looking for something to recreate that environment. And I looked at a bunch of different cubes, and I think this cube that I have right up here, it's by SK1Fall or Sconefall, I'm not sure how they pronounce it. I think this is an interesting cube, and I think it kind of recreates this. It's not solely just the original Innistrad set. It's like the original Innistrad block, and also shadows, and what is that? What is that? Eldritch Moon or Eldritch Night? I forget the name of that set, but it's all these kind of cards, and I think it does a fairly good job of recreating that, but just kind of playing in that like gothic theme. Let's take a look at the Cube Cobra. Alright, so what I did was I transported this over to Cube Cobra just because I think it's a little easier to see. So this is a small 360 cube. That's not really a vintage cube, but whatever. And the one thing I noticed about this cube is that it's kind of tribal. And it's not solely just tribal, but there's 5 big tribes that you could draft. And there are other side things going on too, but I want to look at these 5 tribes and see kind of what we can do with them. So there's 4 monsters and then the humans. So let's look at the monsters first. We have spirits. So I have the Lord here. Other spirits, creatures you control, get +1/+1 and have hexproof. Spirits, they kind of focus on like spells matter, instant sorceries, tapping things down, giving their creatures hexproof. We'll see more of them in the draft. You can check out this list on your own. Also, I think with spirits they have like Lingering Souls, Midnight Haunting, and other like spirits that have like some type of like tap creature abilities. So the other monsters that we have are, where they at? There we are. There's Diagraph Captain. So these are the zombies. This is probably what Innistrad's really famous for. These has a lot of really good zombie cards. So this is blue-black. The zombies in here, the theme that they're kind of going for is like reanimation, zombies coming back from the graveyard, draining people, draining your opponents, and also even like some mill stuff. Like, so a great example is Gravecrawler for reanimating your stuff and bringing stuff back from the graveyard. Same with Relentless Dead. And there's also a lot of really good blue zombies, like this guy right here. If a zombie you control would deal combat damage to a player, instead that player puts that many cards from the top of his or her player into his or her library, into his or her graveyard. So, and then whenever a creature card is put into an opponent's graveyard, then you can create that many, exile that card and put a 2/2 black zombie creature. So that's pretty cool. So they kind of have like a mill thing going on there too. All right, let's bounce to the next one. We have vampires. So black-red. In here we have the Vampire Lord. These guys are all about like dealing combat damage to a player and then boosting, also fighting. There's also kind of like a madness side theme going on there. I'm not going to get too much into them. Alright, the next monsters we have are... Oh yeah, here we are. Werewolves. So here's our werewolf lord. These are all about just flipping. Getting your werewolf, flipping that with Moon Mist, transfer all humans, prevent combat damage. You want to have your werewolves out and be able to flip them. Alright, and the last tribe that we would have are the humans. And basically, we see them a lot in like white, blue, and green. They just have a lot of synergy going on. I can't highlight every card in this cube, but there's a lot going on here. What we can do now, though, is playtest this and see how it looks. Alright, so we have 3 packs, 15 cards per pack, 8 players. Let's start the draft. Okay, with this draft, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to stick to a tribe. I'm going to pick a tribe and try to stick with it here. So if we look at this pack, we have a pretty good zombie here right off the beginning. Havengal Lich. It's a 4/4, 3 blue and black. 1 generic. You may cast target creature card from your graveyard this turn. Whenever you cast this card this turn, Havengal Lich gains all activated abilities of that card until end of turn. Ooh. So that's actually pretty good because you can steal your opponent's creatures. Quite like that. I think we're going to go with Havengal Lich. The other ones we have is Drolf's Messenger. This is actually relatively aggressive black card. We have Imprisoned in the Moon. Imprisoned in the Moon, which is a semi-decent removal spell. What else here? And of course we have, what is that, Arlen Cord? I like this Planeswalker, but I don't know if I want to pick her quite yet. I think I would prefer Havengal Lich. Let's go with Havengal Lich. So we're going to try to stick with zombies. So we could be jumping around here. Say, for example, if I wanted to pick Geist of St. Draft, which is an awesome spirit, but I don't think we're going to go with spirits. I think we're going to try to stick with zombies. So we have Forgotten Creation, a zombie horror. It has Skulk. You don't see that in Mechanic Round anymore. This creature can't be blocked by creatures with greater power, so only smaller things can block it. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may discard a card. You may discard all cards in your hand. If you do, then draw any cards so you can Wheel of Fortune. Not too bad. I kind of like that because then you can mill yourself and then start getting your own zombies back. Let's do that. Let's pick Forgotten Creation. Alright, so in this pack, yet again, we're trying to stay with a zombie theme. I mean, if I wanted to go off, we could. Thalia would be great, but Drolf's Mind Crusher. So whenever he enters the battlefield, target player puts the top 5 cards in his library, and it has Undying. Oh, that works great with Havengal Lich. Stromkirk Condemned, let's go with that. Okay. Let's see. So we have Macabre Waltz. I really love that picture too. Liliana just dancing with the zombie. Mind Shrieker. If we're going with a Graveyard Matters, I think Mind Shrieker's pretty good. Also, we can mill. Yeah, I think we're going with Mind Shrieker. Oh, nice. We got our Lord here. Let's grab him. I didn't even really check out other cards. I just grabbed it without even thinking. Ugh. Alright. Nephalia's Drownyard. Yeah, let's go with that. Sticking with the mill. Sorin would be good. Relentless Dead, I think. So this one is a black, 2 black pips. 2/2 Menace. When Relentless Dead dies, you may pay a black. If you do, return it to its hand. When Relentless Dead dies, you may pay X. If you do, return target zombie creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Let's go with that. Uh-oh. Well, we'll grab this. Got some blue cards here hanging out. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. Ghostly Wings. Alright, we're just going to be grabbing... I should probably grab some white stuff here, just in case I need to splash it. Flash, Flyer, let's grab the Doom Traveler. Yep, lots of leftover stuff here. Well, we're just going to be grabbing stuff. Alright, new pack. What are we picking here? So, sticking with the zombies theme, we have Corpse Lunge. It's a very conditional removal spell, but I think Havengal Runebinder would be the way to go. So it's 2 generic and blue, 2/2 human wizard, 2 and a blue, and you tap it, exile target creature card from your graveyard, put a 2/2 black zombie token into the battlefield, and then put +1/+1 counter on each zombie you control. Yes, we'll take that bad boy. Endless Ranks of the Dead. So we have Laboratory Brute. Not a bad card, not a bad creature for what I'm doing, but I think Endless Ranks of the Dead would be where it's at. We need to start getting some mana fixing too, so we need to start looking out for that. Westvale Abbey. Oh, I really like this card. If I had more creatures or more token generation, I would definitely be picking this one. Stitch Drake. And Increasing Confusion, mill card. I think we're going to go with a mill strategy. So let's take Increasing Confusion. Alright, so we have Gone Missing. Chaos. Chilling Grasp. That's not too bad. Murder. And then Evil Twin. So you may have Evil Twin enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature, except it has a blue-black, tap, destroy target creature with the same name as this creature. So do we pick the instant removal or the clone that can kill something? I think we're going to pick the clone. Sever the Bloodlines. Oh man, I've definitely got to pick Sever the Bloodlines. This is just such a great removal that has flashback ability. Victim of the Night. Also Haunted Dead. Haunted Dead would not be a bad one, but I think Victim of the Night would be better. Claustrophobia. Triskaidekaphobia. So what is it? At the beginning of the upkeep, choose one. Each player with exactly 13 life loses the game, then each player gains 1. What? Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'm not going to pick Triskaidekaphobia. Forbidden Alchemy. We'll pick our Corpse Lunge. Warp Landscape. Stitch Drake. I might have missed some cards there. Probably this will be good for mill strategy. Feeling of Dread, Haunted Dead, and all right, last pack here. We have To the Slaughter. Target player sacrifices a creature. So I'm thinking of maybe this one or Headless Scab. Thing in the Ice would not be bad either. Tireless Tracker. If I were going humans, oh, that's what I'd be picking all day. Let's go to the slaughter. Maybe advanced stitched wing. Maybe. I don't know. Ghoul Caller's Chant. So you can bounce 2 zombies back. I think I would do that. Maybe that's not the best choice. Actually, I'm not even sure what this one is. Gilmore of the Dead. Greenmore of the Dead, maybe? Yeah, that one's not bad. I hope you guys read that. I didn't feel like reading that one. Let's pick that bad boy. Ah, here we are. So in this pack, we have Crypt Breaker, which I think is pretty solid. It's like a 1-mana Phyrexian Arena. I don't know about that, but it can pump out zombies and then tap my zombies for draw. Catalog. Draw 2 cards and then discard. Yeah, let's do Catalog. We got a prize Algum. Grave Purge. I'm not too wild about that one. Let's go with the Warp Landscape. There we are. Stitcher Giralf. So he's a 3 blue, legendary human wizard, 2 generic and a blue. Each player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard, exile up to 2 creature cards, put into graveyards this way, put a X blue zombie creature, where X is the total power of the cards exiled this way. Yes. Alright, what do we have here? Identity Theft, maybe? Yeah, let's do Identity Theft. This one's pretty heavy. Let's go with a zombie here. I don't know about Tamio's Journal. That would not be bad, but I have this is pretty back heavy. As we can see, yeah. Let's go with the Jace's Scrutiny. Rally the Peasants. We're just picking stuff at this point. Alright. And we... Uh-oh. So let's see if I can move stuff over. So we get rid of Keswick Wolf Run, get rid of this. Warp, get rid of that. I think those are fine. Curse of that, Feeling of Dread. Just getting rid of some stuff in here that probably we would not use. Just so I can get a better sense of what we have here. This is a pretty heavy, pretty back heavy. There's a lot of 5-drops. Yep. Interesting. I think this would be a fun, I think I can make a fun deck out of this one. Interesting. I mean, I was able to draft this one. I find that the bots on Cube Cobra are much better than on Cube Tutor. So I was able to get a pretty good zombie deck out of here. I mean, most of these have a lot of synergy. Quite happy with this. All right, let's go back to the list. All right, I'm glad to have highlighted this. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything that you guys would have picked differently. I'm not really the best at drafting. I just kind of wanted to go through that and play out my thoughts on some of these cards. I'll be on next week. I'll be highlighting another cube. Like, subscribe, comment below.